My name is Taylor Tate Phillip, and this is my podcast on the public speaking class. Although I've had speech classes in high school and about 13 years of acting, this public speaking class helped me on my average public speaking skills with speeches. During my speeches, I tried utilizing ethos, pathos, and logos. When choosing my speech, I used ethos because I had to choose something that I was passionate about with my morals and my ethics. And then outlining my speech, I used logos because it has to be in logical order. And then with presenting my speech, I had to use pathos because I like to use a little emotion in my speeches. With my persuasive speech, I had horrible eye contact and little volume, and I could not move past the podium because I was so nervous that if I moved, I'd be like, I'm out of my comfort zone. This is not right. Out of my comfort zone. Everything's gonna go wrong. The whole world's gonna end. Mostly because it was time slides, and I had a whole lot of like statistics and probabilities with zoos. And with my industry speech, I messed up on one slide, and my whole speech came crashing down because I had to, after I messed up on that one slide, I had to look up at the screen the rest of the time because I was afraid that, oh no, I didn't hit the clicker hard enough like that one time, and now all my slides are ruined. Screwed up. Everyone's gonna notice. Oh my gosh. And then I became more relaxed as I was looking up there, which, well, people could notice. And I believe my audience was engaged, but because I wasn't part of the audience, I wouldn't know. But I'm trying to be optimistic. My friends told me, hey, you did amazing, but I'm like, I don't fully trust you because you're my friends and you don't want to disappoint me. Then, even after practicing, I was still nervous because, you're always going to have that nervousness. And I even practiced my introductory speech, and it was awesome. I had it down until I got to class, and they're like, we're going to do the second half of class. And I was like, kidding me? Really? I had it down, like almost memorized. And now it's like, And I had to practice even more for my persuasive speech because it was a lot of statistics and probability, and I had to make sure everything was timed up with the slides because it was timed. I had effects going on, which now I realize was probably not a smart thing because I have to wait for those effects. And then with the writing on the slides, I had to look and I'd be like, okay, this slide goes with this, but now that I've done reading my information for this slide, the slide is still up, and I cannot continue until the next slide because that has more information on it, and just 15 seconds is a long time. Then, what was one of the easier speeches within was the introductory speech because, well, it was the most simple. In the simplest terms, it was most simple. Whereas the persuasive speech and the time slides and the research, that was so difficult, especially with the research because people do not like zoos. People really do not like zoos. I was in shock. I was like, zoos are educational, to help save species. But wow, people really do not like animals in cages. Take a chill pill. What I learned from watching my friends do the presentations was that one of my very good friends, V, had said that he was very nervous in the middle of a speech. He was like, sorry, I'm very nervous. And you're like, to me, I was like, oh, I get that. But then my teacher was like, you should not be saying that because I'm sure no one here thought that. And I was like, well, he told me. That's how I knew. But I'm sure the rest of the audience was like, that kid's cool. What, he's nervous? Really? Wow. Shouldn't have said that. Now I'm noticing all his little tics. And concerning the time constraints on all the speeches, I never went over because my teacher would hold up the 30 seconds or the minute, and I'd be like, what? Time flies when you're having fun. But I never went longer because once I had like 5 or 6 slides left and he held up to 30 seconds and I was like, no, no. And my heart was like pounding, so I had to rush and I had to skip information and I had to try to get my point right away and try to like really smooth it out to make it not look noticeable that I'm rushing. And which was really hard, but I think I pulled it off. Which brings me to my rate of my performances. I would say a 3 out of 4. I am not like the best of the best of the best. No, I'm not even like the best. And I had to do a lot. I was very nervous the whole time, which probably came out with like little tics that I may not be noticing. And you may think that my tic is hand motions, or not, that's not a tic, but I do a lot of hand motions, but that I do that in normal life anyway. And then, all in all, I loved this class and practicing speeches in front of people, especially. I am super excited for the pitch. I may not be like the best at it, but practice, yes! I need practice for real life. And I love this class, and I hope you enjoyed my little tidbit on it. Alright.